Hey everyone, welcome to The Culture Show. Hannah here from Purpose Jobs, the largest community of purpose-driven professionals. We are so passionate about helping folks find meaning in their work. That's why we decided to go behind the scenes with awesome startup and tech companies to really dig into their culture and what it's like to work on their team. We're so excited to share those discoveries with you and know you'll find some good nuggets along the way. Thanks so much for tuning in, and let's get started. Hi there, welcome to episode 1. We're thrilled to have you along for the ride as we dig deep into the unique cultures of different purpose-driven startup and tech companies. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Adam Opoka. Adam is the customer success lead at RIVET Work, and he's really excited to be joining us to share more about what RIVET does and their unique culture. And since I don't want to steal his thunder, I'm going to kick things over to Adam right away. Adam, can you go and share a brief intro to yourself and more about RIVET's purpose and mission?
Definitely, Hannah. Yeah, thanks for having me on. I'm Adam Opoka. I work here in customer success. So what I do is interface with the customers if they're having any kind of issues with our software, and then I work on the other side with the developers to help them understand what the customers are saying. And at Rivet, our overall mission, we work with people in the construction trades, and we're software that helps them with workforce management. So we increase their productivity. We want to increase their profitability and overall make their lives easier.
That's awesome. We always love a tool that can make life a little bit easier, don't we?
Yeah.
And Adam, is Rivet located in Detroit? And what are most employees, I believe, hybrid? Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, we're located in downtown Detroit, right by all the stadiums. So we're about maybe 2 blocks away from Comerica Park down here, right across from the Opera House. And yeah, a lot of the people are right here in Metro Detroit. We got a couple of people out from Ann Arbor, but we're hybrid. So I'm in the office usually about 3 days a week, more or less if needed. So yeah, sometimes if I have to stay home, if we have an appointment or something, then I work from home an extra day that week. But yeah, hybrid schedule.
Yeah, that flexibility is always really nice.
Yes.
And are you in the office? Is that what we see in the background?
I am in the office. Yeah, so I'm in downtown Detroit. I'm in one of our meeting rooms. We're on the second floor of Edison building over here. So we have other businesses above us, and then we have a cool coffee shop right below us, and we have a pizza shop. Buddy's Pizza is right out downstairs as well.
Awesome. And love the industrial vibe that we're getting from the background. That I think is always a fun spot to work in as well.
Yeah.
So Adam, when we chatted earlier, you had mentioned collaboration and support as two of the most important cultural elements at Rivet. Can you talk to us a little bit about why those are significant, how that kind of is represented on a regular basis, and the impact that makes on Rivet achieving its mission and purpose?
Yes, that's a great question. So over here, one of my key parts that I enjoy coming to work for is the collaborative effort that we all show together. So whether it's somebody on the sales team, whether it's somebody on the developer team, the computer people that talk all the computer code stuff, or it's somebody in marketing, we're all working as a shared vision, and we all understand that. And the bar is set very high for what we need to achieve and how much we're looking to help people in this industry. So if anybody has any kind of question, if a salesperson has a question about the functionality in the application, they could come through and ask a product expert like myself, or somebody, if they need to get a deeper dive and they need to understand kind of what's going on the back end in terms of why is this doing this way specifically. They can walk another row over and talk to computer people and talk to the people that are actually building the code. So a cool part that helps our collaborative effort is we're all very close in terms of space. So right out to my right, we have the whole sales team, and then one row over would be my whole team, and then we got the CEO that sits over there as well. And then we have computer developers after that. So we're all here to support. If anybody is saying, hey, I'm having a hard time with this, okay, I have an open question. Anybody that has an answer to that question is able to field it. And I like to pride myself in the quick response time, so to get back to these people quickly. And everybody I work with is really driven to work hard on a daily basis, and it just helps kind of the synergistic energy of if the person to the left is working really hard and the person to the right is working really hard, it picks up the whole team and helps us come together and support each other that much more efficiently.
Yeah, I love that. And how big is Rivet?
Right now we have 40 people. That I could be wrong, it's growing every day, but 40 to 43 people.
Yeah, right around that mark. Cool. So still a fun small team, I think, where you can be so collaborative and touch different things across the organization,
Exactly.
which I think is always really exciting. Talk to me. So I know that culture is, that fun feeling, just like the team and the people that you work with and all of that. Benefits are also a part of that. So can you talk to us about maybe some of the fun company benefits or perks, some of your favorites there that you think really make an impact on the culture and being a great place to work?
Yes. Well, we just had tacos for lunch as a team that we had voted on yesterday. So every Tuesday we have a team lunch, and Mondays we get to vote if we're going to have something like Indian food or Mediterranean food or tacos, or
Cool.
we also do sandwiches sometimes. So yeah, the team will get to vote on what kind of lunch we have, and then Tuesday they bring it in, and we all sit down if we have a couple minutes and eat lunch together. That is definitely a perk. My favorite perk probably down here is that I have a parking pass to the Detroit Opera Hall parking. So if ever I'm coming down to eat with my wife or something, we're coming down on the weekend to see a baseball game or something, I'm within walking distance of everything. So park right downtown, get out, and walk around to your favorite venue. So I love that perk. There's a plethora of perks. I was actually earlier today just playing ping pong upstairs. So it's not like all fun games around here. We're doing actual work. But yeah, when you have an extra 5 minutes, we got ping pong and tacos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I love that. One question that I always like to kind of chat with folks about when, I'm, particularly interviewing for a job is, what keeps you around at your organization? So I'd love to just kind of hear your personal experience thus far and kind of why you stay.
Yes. Yeah, that's great. Well, I came on, I was, I believe, the 10th hire. So I've seen a lot of growth in that time, and I've never even thought about going elsewhere or looking at anything else. I feel one of the big parts, to answer your question specifically, is I feel very valued here. I feel very heard. And this is a position that I have now where I haven't experienced feeling that valued, or feel every job you go to says you're part of the team, and we're all a team. I've even heard it referred to as a family. We're all a family here. This is a family. And I would rather call it a team myself, but I honestly really do feel part of the team from the top, from the CEO all the way to, there isn't really a bottom, I would say, but yeah, from the CEO down the whole leadership team, we talk with them, they talk to us. They tell us when we have good ideas, and then they give feedback if an idea is not hitting and it's not going very well. So just the growth opportunity here has been immense. Things I've learned from my colleagues, from leadership all the way to fellow colleagues, just things I never understood or knew before. And the amount of growth that I've seen in myself since I started here about 2 years ago, a little more than 2 years ago, has been a definite plus. That's actually another great benefit, is how much it helps you grow.
I love that. And I think too, with kind of being in this construction ops space. So how does because I'm guessing not everyone comes from that background necessarily. I'm sure there are a good number of folks, but kind of how do you really connect to that mission on a day-to-day basis? I think for software engineers, it's probably very, very clear how they're connected, but for the rest of the team, how are they kind of connected and reminded of that purpose and kind of how they work to that day to day?
Towards the construction industry, you're saying?
Yeah. So just that connection to the purpose. How do you still feel that connection, to the purpose, the mission, day to day?
For myself, it's probably easier because I'm customer facing, so I see it every day. I see when I get these customers coming through asking me questions. Throughout time, I've asked them the purpose of their question. What are you trying to do with that? Why are you asking me this question? What is the end goal that you're looking to do? So I can see their pain points myself, and I can see it's a stressful job that these people are doing. They're building things like hospitals, and they're building things like they're doing these huge groundbreakings, and they got to keep control of it all. So the least I could do is work as hard as I can over here. I'm one person on a team of 40, 50 people, and
Mm-hmm.
if I can work as hard as I can, and the rest of us can work as hard as we can, then the people that I talk to every day, and that I know their names, they know my names, then I know their reputation, they know my reputation. It makes that relationship that much smoother.
Yeah.
So, and it kind of comes from the top down, just like I was saying before. From the CEO has an electrical engineering degree, so he's been around people that do electricity and do other kind of things in the trades. So we were kind of founded with that ethos of helping these people in the trades and helping them be more productive and profitable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of immersed throughout the whole team there.
Yeah. And I liked what you were saying about, really understanding their experience. You personally are able to really talk with them about that, and then understanding like what they're building. Everyone experiences schools and hospitals and things like that. So I think that's a really strong way to connect it to the mission for sure.
It is very fun. Sometimes I'll be driving on the expressway or driving around town, and I'll see one of the trucks of the companies that I work with. I go, I know those.
That's really cool. I love that.
It's fun.
I love that. Awesome. 2 more questions, and then we'll wrap things up here. Work-life balance and just flexibility continues to be, a really important component for job seekers, for talent. So would love to, I know you all run a hybrid schedule. What are some of the ways that like leadership helps promote that on top of, kind of creating those policies and benefits? And, feel free to go back over those, but talk to us about how leadership really helps promote that within the Rivet team.
That's a great question. And it is tied in with me being valued here and me being able to use my skill set to my advantage and for people to trust in my skill set. So I worked over the weekend doing some design work, building a training deck for new hires. So I worked a number of hours over the weekend, and I came in today and told my boss, like, hey, I worked on this. It was really fun. Like, I had a good time. It's work, but like I was enjoying myself. I was doing design stuff, designing these decks. And she's like, oh, then leave early. And then or get in late tomorrow. Like, then, sometimes, like tonight, we have a release of new software. So I'll be doing a little tutorial a little bit later today. And then she knew that as well. So she's like, oh, then, to leave early on Friday or something like that. So it's, of course, it's a lot of hard work. It's a startup. It's everything's constantly moving and changing. And you never really know what you're going to walk into. But at the same time, they're very cognizant, again, from the top down of we don't want you working all the time. You got to take time for yourself and your family.
Yeah. Like how can we lean into the really fun parts of the startup, like these new innovative ideas and, processes and things like that we get to build, but also make sure that we're maintaining that flexibility. So I love that approach that they're taking. That was a great example.
Yes.
Last question for you, Adam. Just what kind of advice would you give to a potential, job seeker who's interested in Rivet, is thinking about applying, like, any encouragement or just advice through that process?
It is, it's fast paced. I've heard a lot of that. Every job you apply for, they say it's fast. I think every job I've ever applied for says it's fast paced. But this, from my whole career working out there, is maybe a little more so fast paced, but at the same time, kind of how you touched on, Hannah, is there's a lot of perks to go with it. So these perks aren't thrown out just to be charitable. We're not getting lunch every Tuesday just because the CEO likes tacos. Like, we work very hard, and it is great to know that you're recognized and to know that your hard work is why we get these kind of perks. So that's the only advice I would give is you have to come in with the very strong work ethic. That is, it's not pretendable. It's not, you can't fake it till you make it. You kind of have to hit the ground. And one of the things I love about working here is I know from my time being here, I'm surrounded with 40 other individuals that were chosen out of a group of a lot of people, and we're like the creme de la creme is how I feel like. So all of my colleagues, everyone I work with, I know they're here for a reason, and they have that drive. They've shown it to their leadership, and they've shown it to the people they work with. My advice is just, if you have that, and if you want to work in something that's helping things like the construction trades and help people be more efficient and productive and profitable, if you're driven, And that's kind of a buzzword too. But yeah, you have to work hard, but if you like to work hard and you like to have fun at the same time, this is the place.
I love that. I love that. Well, Adam, thank you so much. For anyone interested in Rivet, I know you all have a talent community listing on your careers page, so feel free to check that out, folks, and give them a follow there. Follow them on LinkedIn, additionally, to really keep tabs on all the cool stuff that Rivet is doing. But yeah, Adam, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. And everyone else, have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Hannah.